Returning to the occult aspect, in the previous episode I talked about how the state is a parasite and needs a duped republic, democracy, socialist, any kind of people it can get in order to survive. It can do this in a number of ways, such as religion, where we tithe and turn the other cheek and pray for heaven to save us from the hardships of this life, and in that way endure in a tame and docile manner that chooses not to fight back. Or we can meditate and keep up our karma and put our lives in the hands of some deity or reincarnation. Either way, most mainstream religions have certain bits of truth to keep congregations hooked, but there is a reason the state was ordained by the church. And the ruling class has always used religion to subjugate mankind. I describe this in detail in my first two books, but just know there is something more, something spiritual that the elites mainly keep to themselves, and I'll talk more about this when I go over a Cloud Atlas. Besides a fraudulent money system where we work hard for nothing, and I'll talk about that in the future too, we are prescribed with an endless line of amusements and distractions to keep us either in a pendulum condition of confusion or entertainment, instead of being grounded in who we are, what truly matters, and what life is really about. Now the climax. The occult, hidden knowledge, message is revealed when we see that the dark mass of entanglements cannot live unless it sucks the life force out of every generation from oldest to youngest. We know this to be especially true because the baby scene links to our world with paradigms, the brainwashing, such as blue means boy and pink is for girls, or watch cartoons when you're young with children's commercials so you will desire toys and be unfulfilled and bored often when you grow up, which means you will be a good customer and buy tons of useless products in your adult life as well. It's basically just mind control within the given boxes. I can go on, but our imaginative capacity and the image we have of ourselves is formulated by what is programmed into society based on the way the elites would like us to be trained through such mediums as the news, movies, and state education. Media stations, CEOs of huge chain companies, and government figureheads, what we refer to as world leaders, all answer to the few elite families that funnel fragmented information to the peasant masses, you and I, while they exponentially increase their riches and wisdom through devious means. This is made apparent when the evil creature utters, "Worship me." That is all the elites desire because they consider themselves gods, even though they are humans, just like us, and fragile. Once they control our minds, though, with authority and create the cognitive dissonance revolving around inequality, they can condition us with whatever false notion they like. In this way, as long as we remain as sheeple, we sort of praise them as divine because we have fallen in love with our fake existence and become hopeless slaves to the world that they have created around us. I'll discuss this more when I go over the film Inception, but as it relates to this movie, basically the metaphor is about how they consume our life essence every day because we unwittingly live for them. We can never truly have free will as long as we participate in their manipulated society.